Not to Speak. Hi, my name is Carrie. The purpose of this speech is to give information about my atypical family, my love for poetry, and why I believe people are apprehensive about public speaking. To begin with, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my children. I have four children, but they're not your typical children. They have four paws and plenty of fur. One even has a really long tail. My little family is made up of two dogs, a cat, and a rat. Whenever I've had a long day or I'm feeling down, all I have to do is get a nuzzle and I'm feeling significantly better. I can always count on them to make my day better. They are so much more than just pets, and I spoil them like they're my children. Next, I'd like to explain why I have such a strong love for poetry. For as long as I can remember, I've written some form of poetry. It's about the only artistic thing I can do. All I have to do is put a pen to some paper and words start flowing out. Whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed or in a less than stellar state of mind, I release these emotions through rhythmic poetry. It's extremely cathartic and releases an enormous amount of negative pressure. Lastly, I'm going to give my opinion on why I think so many people are apprehensive about speaking in public. For me personally, I dislike speaking in public because I'm wary of scrutiny and I dread the judgments from the crowd. Many people have stage fright and are terrified of embarrassing themselves in front of others. However, I do feel slightly more comfortable when I actually know what I'm talking about. We just have to remind ourselves that feeling nervous is normal. We should allow that nervousness to fuel us to do our best. In conclusion, I've told you about my unusual family, why I love poetry, and why I believe so many people are apprehensive about speaking in public. Never allow fear to stand in your way of success.